me tell you how much that I love you. You found me no search. It's like you knew that inside I was hurting. I was so young, good noche. But you gave me a shot at a romance. I feel like you were like an angel sent to bring me life. Now that I'm with you, me want to say that me love you, that me love you, that me love. Hey, me love go one day, wonder. What up my baby, that me love, that me love. And I dance and sing and I sing because you make my life complete. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah. Chada, 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 chada. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's for me. Chada, 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 chada. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's for me. I've never felt this way. So when they ask us, say, oh yeah, we're going all the way. Tell me we happy, love you all the time and things. Sometimes I wonder if the thing could cut us under, to get under, I know. Put your love in my life, control that. I lay down my life this way. Do anything to make you stay. All of the blessings, they come my way. And all the bad things, they turn away. Sometimes life is such a scare. Your love gives me the strength to bear. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's a for me. No. Greetings, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers, hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers, hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers, how y'all doing? Greetings and gratitude. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Well, I done been a little bit in, I ain't been deep in the rabbit hole, but I done been in a little bit of the rabbit hole. For everybody who don't know me, I am Quotidian, the ancestral interpreter. I am also the governess. I am also Adina. Greetings and gratitudes. Listen, I am probably going to be one of the most honest persons that you meet, know, come in contact with. I sometimes am honest in ways that other people are not. And that's okay. My grandmother told me one time, she said that I get on her nerve because I was too honest. So I don't know. Sometimes I ain't always so honest, but I'm always honest. Don't call me honest Abe. So listen, I done been looking at a couple things. There was a video that was sent to me that I said from one of the main people. I don't like to use the word victims, accusers of Dr. York. And we're going to get into it about what I think. I still say free Dr. York. Okay. So this is the thing. The other day when I was talking to Iris, I said to her, what's he accused of, actually? I said, is it, having sex with someone that's underage? And then she says there's like really no details in that. So there is a young woman, I think her name is like Habiba or something to that effect. Let me look at it. Because I don't know how to pronounce the name. Honestly, if I'm just being quite honest. Abigail Habiba Washington confession about and her recanting about that Dr. York never coerced her, raped her, or anything of that nature. Now, reason why I say I'm honest and shit is because she was honest. She had a child by Dr. York that apparently, gratitude. was this young man, her son, by Dr. York, was claimed to have committed suicide on her way in to speak or to give some sort of recantation. He committed suicide, quote unquote. Um, it's my thought that the young man was killed along with several of Dr. York's other children that I am going to look at and do a walk with crimes on. I will sip my coffee. Now, some people's issue may come in because Habiba was 17. She was underage, and that's what I felt, and that was my question. But I still feel he never raped nor molested any children. This young lady says she was a willing participant, knowing his age, knowing her age. Um, and some people may have an issue with that. I totally get it. You cannot have sex with my 16, 17-year-old daughter. You can't. You can't. However, my daughter's father was 38. I was 16. He was my father's best friend. And he didn't take it. I willingly gave him this puss. And I still say you cannot have sex with my 16, 17-year-old daughter. This young lady says she understood what was happening. Now, let me say this. Dr. York has been incarcerated for 20 years. 21 years, isn't it? He got locked up in 2002, did a year before they ever sentenced him. Even if you have an issue with him procreating with a 17-year-old female, he's done 20 years. You understand what I'm saying? They only gave R. Kelly 30. Jeffrey Epstein is walking around free. He is not dead. Harvey Weinstein has openly molested children. He is walking around. Mr. Dr. York has done his time for whatever people feel like he has done. He has done 21 years. He's done his time. Free Dr. York. Free him. Time served. Understand me? Time is served. I was looking at some of the recants from people. I am still waiting on the list of his children that were that passed on. Okay. I'm going to pull this document up. This document is the judicial notice pursuant to acceptance UCC 3410 affidavit of recantments under penalties of perjury for settlement and closure. Affidavits and recantments. Several key witnesses for the prosecution recanted their statements in the case. 5-02-CR27 CAR proving the conspiracy against the secured party, Malachi York. There are plenty of exhibits listed and affidavits, okay? The charges that have been accepted for value and set off pursuant to 27 CFR 72.11 are also false, according to following witnesses that have prepared affidavits for the record, some of which were witnesses for the prosecution. Hanan Merritt was said to be a victim by federal agents and affirms that she was badgered, threatened, and coerced to make statements that were false against the party Malachi York, a liberarian, don't judge me, bitch, a liberarian diplomat, that were false.
and it gives you where to find the exhibit. Sakina Wood was harassed, interrogated, and threatened by federal agents Jelaine Ward, Sally Heinzsich, and Tracy Bradford on May 8, 2002, by gunpoint to make false statements against the secured party Malachi York. Deborah Smith. Deborah Smith refers to secured party Malachi York as a citizen of West Africa and wrote a letter to him in reference to going to Liberia, in which was confiscated by the defendants. USA appointed officials and used against the secured party Malachi York. That was very key in telling. It was confiscated and then used against him to show he was a flight risk, violating 18 USC 1709, theft of mail. Hey, I cannot come and take your mail. It is against the law. They act like when you're in jail, you have no rights. You still have rights. They tell you you don't have rights. When do your rights leave you? You are still a human. You still have human rights, and the law still. Let me tell you something. Let's get into it. How do you lose your rights and you are lawfully like able to be beat up? You ain't able to file charges against the COs. You can't even file charges against your inmate that's in your cell with you. However, if you do something, they can lengthen your time and file more charges against you. That means you still have fucking rights. That means the law still applies to you. Don't be stupid. They violated his rights. Mail, you open up somebody's mail, that is against the fucking law. I can't come and open up your mail. Also, we also have to start to look at how all of their laws apply to us, and they take you into a maritime court, which is court of the water. We don't live on the water. I am not a sailor. I am not in the Navy. Why does their laws of maritime apply to me? It don't. You just don't know that. And if you kick up smoke, they're going to take your ass and lock you away, just like they did Dr. York. But let's get into it. Issa Michael Johnson was threatened and coerced to make statements by defendant USA appointed official prosecuting attorney Richard Moultrie, who conspired to compose false testimony for Michael Johnson against the secured party Malachi York. When Issa Michael Johnson refused to comply on the stand with prosecuting attorney Richard Moultrie's false statement, he was detained and tortured by defendants USA and their appointed officials. See Exhibit V4, affidavit of Issa Michael Johnson. Ebony Hill admits she perjured herself on the stand about having sexual relations with the secured party Malachi York. This is key right here. I want you to hear this part. While she was underage, because she was bitter. She was bitter, and she was also threatened about her past criminal activities involving bank fraud by defendants USA and their appointed officials. Listen to that baby under this table. Hey, it's so tired. Samaya Jamila Ellis, an underage minor at the time who was unlawfully detained and kidnapped off public school property. Is there a reason why somebody didn't commit a citizen's arrest? filed charges for kidnapping, being held hostage against your will. See, you don't have rights. That's what this is telling you. D and I was just talking about this shit earlier. Because why are certain things overlooked? I was watching a video the other day where these police officers, race soldiers, came to the home of this family looking for someone named Jasmine, I believe. And it was 3 a.m. They got out of the bed. They asked where Jasmine was. Jasmine came to the door. They wanted her to come outside. She said she's not coming outside. Do you have a warrant? What is your badge number? They refused to give it. The female officer had her foot in the door. Now, people were in the comments saying, don't open the door. If you don't open up the door, there's nothing they can do. There are laws into place. For them to come into your house unlawfully, that is against the law. So are you telling me that officers are not held by the same stringent standards of citizens? When did that change? That they can come into your home and search your house without a warrant? I don't care who they're looking for. I don't have to come out of my house when you won't even tell me what you're detaining me for. You're not looking for me. The person you were looking for came to the door. They said it was a stabbing earlier. They never said that she was involved. They just said it was a stabbing earlier. She said she had nothing to do with that. There was no stabbing here. It's 3 a.m. Come out the house now. What are they coming out their house for? When did that change? If they felt as if they can come into your home unlawfully, that means there is no law stopping or preventing them. They had no fear that you would retaliate. Where's that law at? Of course they get away with murder too. They kidnapped her off of public school property by defendants USA appointed FBI agents who then threatened and coerced her in a day of interrogation to make false statements against the secure party, Malachi York, to indict him. Samaya Jamila Ellis's mother, soon after filed a case against the government and sued. Witnesses say York never molested them. Trial script sealed May 18th, 2004. Why would they seal those? Why didn't they use those? See, people get convicted in the public, regardless if they are innocent or if they have never been found guilty. They understand what they're doing. So all I got to do is say it. And you're going to forever question it, have doubts, and think about that. Oh, we love you. We love you. Come on over here. We love him, but we don't love him like that. Listen, his reputation is going to forever be tainted. My reputation is forever tainted. People said they would never book with me again because this woman said I was a pedophile and I was drugging women. I ain't never been a pedophile nor a rapist day in my life, and I ain't got to drug nobody. Sex comes to me for free. Please, somebody give me some. Abduas, is that how you say it? Abdul Salam Larache affirms in his affidavit of recantment that his testimony in the trial against Secure Party Malachi York was false, and he was threatened and coerced by the defendants, USA appointed FBI agent Jelaine Ward, to make the false statement on the stand against the Secure Party Malachi York. Tariq Noel attempted to inform, and ain't this one of the people that they were saying is speaking out, saying that this man, like, he recanted and then recanted again, saying that, oh yeah, he did do this. Isn't this person? Not sure, because I don't know all the details. I'm just trying to figure it out. attempted to inform the defendants USA appointed officials before trial verbally and with two formal letters that the accusations he made were false. He affirms in his affidavit of recantment that we was threatened and coerced by the defendants USA appointed official Joan Cronier and Richard Moultrie that if he did not make these false allegations on the stand, they would incarcerate his mother for fraud. So now, he recanted. Not only did he try to do it verbally, he sent two letters. And they told him if he did not say what they told him to say, then they was going to incarcerate his mama for fraud. You don't know what kind of fraud it was. Maybe she was on assistance and they trying to just put some shit out there. So now he done did this. Then he done came back again and said, okay, no, I lied and lied. This really happened. Why would somebody do that unless they went on ahead and picked somebody up? Said, didn't we say? Abigail Washington, which is Abigail Habiba, the one I said that he had the son by, the 17-year-old female. Abigail Washington, and again, I don't know. It may have been a couple other females because I don't know. I don't know what was happening on the compound, on the land. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going by what I see, what I hear, what I know, what I'm able to look at. I'm going by what the Spirit has told me. Spirit said he has not molested children. He did not rape anyone. I saw testimony from this woman saying, I knew how old he was. I knew, and Quatita knew how old her daddy's friend was. And Quatita was trying to get some motherfucking money, bitch. And Quatita got a baby. So Quatita got caught. and did. Abigail Washington was the prosecution's key witness who was used to set up RICO charges. There it is. RICO charges. Excuse me. And affirms on her affidavit of recantment she was threatened that she would lose her children. I hope I can find this video after I read this. Because I want to let y'all hear something. Oh, please let me be able to find it. Matter of fact, so I don't have to do too much searching. If you know which video I'm talking about, my phone probably gonna blow the fuck up. If you know what video I am talking about, where there's a genome and he breaks down how the social services have contracts with hospitals, and they will come in and get the children that they want, and they will take them underground to the courthouse, and they will file false paperwork and take your children. Somebody, if you can find it, send that to me.
They're even connected to the psychiatric ward too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They have contracts with these people. Absolutely. Yeah. They'll hit your ass with some medicine that you ain't never seen or heard for before, and you'll be fucked up forever. I hate a genome. I ain't lying. They're dirty. And I say, allow us to rise back to our power. We don't even need to be allowed. We're going to rise back to our power. And let's be fair about it. If a genome is so superior over a melanite, let's meet on a fucking battleground and let's see about it. Let's see about it. Give us our secrets back. Allow us to rise in frequency, and we'll see about it. They threatened that she would lose her children and be imprisoned if she did not make the false and coerced statements on the stand. Abigail Washington recanted. Recantment was recorded on video where she goes into depth of the conspiracy of the defendant, in the defendant's USA appointed official threats and coercion. Nathaniel Washington stated on DVD that his daughter Abigail Washington's testimony against secure party Malachi York was, what did it say? It says was see exhibit V9 affidavit of Nathaniel Washington. So, and then it goes on to Radia Muhammad. Radia affirms in her affidavit that her father conspired with the state of Georgia Sheriff Richard Howard Seal and defendant USA appointed federal agent to force her to make false statements against the secured party Malachi York. She was threatened that if she did not make the false statements against the secured party Malachi York, that she would be imprisoned. Ebony Henry, now married and known as Ebony Richards. Ebony Henry was named as a victim in the indictment against the secured party Malachi York and affirms in her affidavit that the statement made against the secured party Malachi York are they saying secured party because his name was changed? Why is it a secured party? What does that mean? Because it has secured party Malachi York, then it has a copyright symbol, and then the TM behind his name. What does that mean? Is that because his name was changed? I have no idea about that part of the law of why that's saying that. Were false, and she never witnessed any crimes committed by the secured party. That is the end of that. And then it kind of goes into each person, look like each person's like statement or affidavit. Basically saying like this is Sakina Wood, February 3rd, 1982. It's her birthday. I make the affidavit of my own free will. No one has threatened or coerced me to make it, nor have I been offered anything of value in return for making the affidavit. I am prepared to make this affidavit in order to tell the truth and let it be known. I, Sakina Wood, did reside on the property at 404 Shadydale Road from 1994 till 2004. I have known Dr. Malachi Z. York for most of my life, and I am stating for the record that Dr. Malachi Z. York never molested, raped, improperly touched me, or abused me sexually in any way, nor did I see nor witness Dr. Malachi Z. York molest, rape, or perform any sexual activity with any minor persons. Now, there was a lot of things, his name may be trademarked, that's what I thought. There was a lot of things that were said because I noticed that a lot of people said they left the land even before he was arrested. This is when everything came into place. I saw at least the testimony of both of these ladies giving testimony that not only them, but like 4 other people left the land. Now, the way that they explained it, it wasn't that they left the land, doesn't seem like to me. I didn't get that. They didn't leave the land of Dr. York because of anything that he did. What they said was, what she said was Habiba, I think I'm saying it correctly, Abigail Washington. She says they were, she left the land and got a call from Jacob York, is what she said. And he offered her to come to Florida because they were going to have some sort of getaway, which was, as you could tell, was the plan to get people. Because let me tell you something. Ooh, this is so reminiscent. Let me tell you. I know what they did to him. They sent in one person to pull other people in. They all went to Florida. They had some sort of get together. When they got together, that's when he proposed that they go against his father. Said that he hated him, that he was responsible, that he felt like he was responsible for one of his other siblings passing, along with the mother's passing, and said that he did not give him any money to help with his career and record label. And he felt like he should spend all of his days behind bars, and he wanted them to help with this. And then other people came into the plot. Why does this seem very reminiscent to me? Because in season 1 of Destroying Quatita, My first staff of black magic was approached by Carlos Glenn Jr. under the supervision of the witches and the people after me and the chick that lives in North Carolina by the name of Satin Maps. They flew from all over the country, from Stockton, California, to Mississippi, Atlanta. They all flew out to North Carolina, to her house, her trailer, in which they all got together. And how do I know? Because they hit me back and was throwing each other under the bus. And told me, I heard recordings of Carlos threatening people if they did not leave, they would die, because I was going to die in 60 days. And they all went to her house and they clicked up on how to get me and how to kill me and how to dethrone me and how to take my children out, how to do witchcraft against me, how to do work against me. And that's what they did to Dr. York. It's amazing how many times that has been done. And that was done on a low scale from inexperienced people. Imagine if those people, because that wasn't just, that was the first, because then you had other witches, magic workers, voodoo people, spiritual readers, all clicking up again, and it came back to me again. I didn't really have nothing to do with that. They was trying to come against you. We had a class, and the class was how to take you down. They were holding classes on how to take me down. Then you had a motherfucker that I also helped named Artego Lucky. They had people go all the way out to Arizona that was on my staff. They were calling me. Artego say, the spirit say you're supposed to be out here doing work with us. And if you don't come out here and do work with us, you're going to die. Imagine if these brainless people, if they had a brain, they would have been dangerous. So imagine if they had the power and pull of the FBI and judges and senators and $50 million to offer people's children record labels and record deals. I want you to understand, when you're looking at the Bible and their Lord, because see, over here is Yehuda only, the mighty lion of Judah. When you're looking inside of that Bible and their Lord says, make me your God, and I will give you the fat of the land. I will make you the God of many. I will make you over everything. See, these people continuously come in with contracts. That's a contract they're coming into in that Bible. That's a contract. That's a covenant. I don't need to make Yehuda or Adina anything, because they already are. They dwell within the physical of my DNA, of my crown, of my pineal, of my full body, because I am always armed with the full body of the deities and the spirit and the soul. But when their Lord, which is a person, say to them, make me, and I will give you. This is what they do to them in the music and the film industry. Make me, and I'm going to make you. They show you physically what they can do. They use magic and let you see it, what they can do. They were highly upset that whatever Dr. York was teaching has some merit to it. And again, I can only go back to, I know the Spirit told me we are melanite children. Melanite is a crystal, and we are crystallized children. There are many versions of melanite. Right now, remember I said they are looking for the golden children. When you hear them say the rainbow children, we're talking about the children of the ether that belong to the chakra. We're all crystals. We run and we make this matrix, this simulation, we make it run. There's a reason they are holding Dr. York for 135 years. Let me see if anybody found this video, sent it to me and thing. It's stiff like that. Let's see. There has to be some sort of power with Larry Hoover as well. Because why they don't want to free him? Hasn't he done his time? See, for us, we can't never do enough time. Let me see if I can find this video. Did you find it here? Okay. Explaining hospital tunnels. It was something, I don't know if it was on YouTube or not. Yeah, he was talking about how the tunnels under the hospital lead over to the courthouse and to different places. Genomes are so fucking sick. They get on my nerves. See, I resonate with the teaching that of the part, like I said, the melanite children and coming from the ethers, the cosmos. There's something more that I bring. I don't know what they call white people in his teaching, but we over here, we call them genomes because that's what Mother Adina told us to call them. She said they are not white people. I don't know why you all keep saying that. They are genomes. They're chromosomes. They're DNA strands. You know what I'm saying? He said he has 10 attempts on his life since he's been locked up. His children, I talked to 2 of his children today. His children said that his attorney is not his attorney. That somebody else paid this man, and he says he didn't want them to pay this man because that man ain't his attorney. But this man is forcing himself on him as his attorney. Something about the man keeps attempting to go see Dr. York, and he keeps turning his visits down. Now, you heard Miss Irish yesterday. She had told me that they try to talk to him every 2 weeks. But because of being shut down, like I talked to his daughter, I said something about speaking to him. She said, oh, they shut all of that down. They're not letting nobody talk to him. So is it because he won't talk to this non-attorney? They won't let nobody talk to him? Where is Dr. York? Where is he? Somebody needs to be able to see and speak with him. His children have not talked to him. If that man is not really his attorney, who is communicating with Dr. York? Who is over this? Who has the power? You heard Mr. Squirrel say he hasn't talked to him in years. It's been a while since Iris has spoken to him. I understand which prison he's in. I want to know why nobody has talked to him. Like, is someone talking to him? Is someone able to talk to him? because it seems like people are not speaking to him, like they've shut it down for some reason. Now, she said I can reach out to this attorney and I may be able to reach him through the attorney. I need the attorney's info. We want to know, my following wants to know if they can write Dr. York. People want to write him. What is that going to take? Everybody keeps talking about Rashad Jamal. I have reached out to him before. I never got a response back. From what I understood, that he was out. Now somebody's saying that he's back locked up or he's still locked up. I don't know the situation on it. I thought he was out. So I don't know. Again, right. Why is he in Supermax? What's his status? People should only be in a Supermax or a highly, maxed out facility like that if their status is high. He does not have a high status. So Rashad Jamal is still locked up. Did they relock him up? Because I was told months ago that he was out. Say he will be free. We must make this happen. We have to. So people have reached out to me prior to this about Rod Hayes. They had sent me videos, but this was solely on the behalf of Larry Hoover. I'm open to speak to Rod Hayes on both of these gentlemen's behalf. So if anybody is in contact with him, I will speak with him, and I will speak with him on both of their behalf. I just want to understand. I understand that Dr. York's followers follow his teaching. I believe that he is a great man and that he is their teacher, and he has taught them many of great things, and I respect what he teaches. I don't know exactly what he teaches. I'm not saying I'm following under his teaching. What I'm saying is free this man, and I'm going to continue to follow the soul and the spirit and teach under the foundation of which has built me. So over here on my platform, I still teach, and I will still teach under the basis of the soul connection and the spirit frequency. So all information that I'm going to give, that I will be teaching, will be solely the way I've always done it. I am not converting to something else or someone else. I'm going to still teach here of what I teach. And if anybody is new and want to hear and listen, please be welcome. Please be welcome. Absolutely. The ancient ones are coming forth, and we're going to rise them all. We're going to rise them all. Say October 10, you're gonna set him free, Quatita Watch. Well, gratitude, Autumn. Gratitude. We will not stop speaking. That would be a great birthday present for myself, as my birthday is October 24th. You say he's always on Black Magic 360 channel. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that.
I showed it to you earlier with the lion, and I said, "Look at you."
Oh, that's what that is?
That's his channel.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
He got the lion up there. He got Yehuda up there. Mm-hmm. Let me listen to the spirit. I can hear Yehuda speaking. Hmm. I don't know if Dr. York's followers can validate this, but Yehuda says there were a lot of false accusations and charges brought up against Dr. York. And a lot of people seem to believe that this had to do with the land. And it very well may had to do with the land, the the fact that he were bringing up powerful Melaninite people. But Spirit Yehuda tells me that Dr. York had just been given a great download. Like he was given some sort of vision or understanding. It feels like it had a lot to do with the children, which is why they used it. He either had received downloads or understood that they were harvesting or trafficking. Um, I know some people said that Dr. York has written 1,000 books. Some people say he's written 4,000 books. All I know is Spirit keeps saying it is the information that was being downloaded. Let me tell you why. I see what you say, best kept sacred. I read what you say. Let me tell you why, another reason why I want to speak to Dr. York. I want to know if he knew I was coming. I want to know, has he been awaiting my arrival? I want to know that. Spirit says he has the key, one of the keys. He is a key holder, and so am I. They needed to stop Dr. York. This is why I want to know if he was waiting for me, if he knew I was coming, because I feel like when you have some of the keys and you put them together, it unlocks shit. And remember, I told you, if they can keep you away from your counterpart, or if they can keep you away from what you need, how can you, on the movie Hancock, I keep talking about this, they keep trying to teach you that you were born impaired. You were brought here impaired. You had a counterpart, and I keep telling you that. But they told you in this movie that you must stay away from it, because if you come together, surely you will die. So they showed you that you have to stay away. That's a bunch of bullshit. Because if you come together, surely brain power will be unlocked. Often, Yehuda comes to me and he rests his head on my head. It is an exchange of energy. I give him mine, he gives me his. It is the unlocking of the understanding, and it will not stop. They want things to die with him. She said, Iris says that Dr. York has medical things that are going on, and something here keeps swelling to the point where he can almost not breathe or speak. I don't know the nature of that. I want to know why he's not receiving proper care. Because he is incarcerated does not mean he does not have rights. He doesn't have rights for proper care and medical. Let's look up what a RICO charge is, right? Why is he not receiving what he needs to receive? I want to give it to you by definition. RICO criminalizes 3 activities: using illegal income to acquire, establish, or operate an enterprise, acquiring an interest in such enterprise, and using an enterprise to collect a debt. What they have just told you is, nigger, who told you you can have money and resources? Who gave it to you? We didn't. Or you acquired it? You earned it? Well, some of that should be ours. We feel like we should have it. Nigger, who gave you this land? Nigger, who gave you this documentation? You don't want to tell us the secrets? You don't want to connect us to your frequency? You don't want to give us the doctrine? They wanted the secrets. They are looking for the Adina. They want to know how to connect and snatch the soul. They can enter into the physical body by moving the consciousness. They do not know how to acquire the soul. They want to know what he knows. They want to know the downloads. They wanted him to work for them, like they want me to work for them. You says, governess, he also talks about Big Mama, could also be Mother Adina that you speak of. Please check him out. He could also be another puzzle piece. Who would you be talking about, Mama? Who is he? Somebody says he knew you were coming. Understood. They want, Rod Hayes, understood, gratitude. They want to know if a genome in the elite can control everything. They need to be, this is what I keep saying about the frequency. The genomes are like children. However, melanite children are far better, smarter than a grown genome. Why do you think they attack your children all the time? Because if you go in school, I used to be a paraprofessional for regular children, and for high functioning and low functioning children. Some of these melanite children will give a genome teacher the business. And I don't mean physically, I mean will match their intellect over a teacher's head, and a teacher is now pissed. Genomes want to talk to you like you are stupid. They always want to teach you something. I had a genome try to walk me through how to use a kiosk. Bitches, you stupid. Because I'm not. A genome wants you to be stupid. But when they see somebody with that kind of intellect, when they don't even, they like you to believe that a melanite won't even read a book and this man is writing thousands. I speak about the kukusa, your animal power, the kukusa, shape shifting back into your animalistic power. Now, this is the crazy part because somebody has said that Dr. York has written a book about Leviathan, the beast of the 666. You understand my teaching. Some people may be new, but y'all know my teaching behind it. Levianite is one of the many high spirits, one of the deities of the water that brings power. He is connected into the body of your feet. And you can take fluids, your tears, and you can wash your feet with it. Oil your feet with it and call out to his name and ask him for what you need by the power of the Yehuda. Inside of the connection of the Adin of the soul. And you're going to receive what you need. I've taught it to you. You tried it and it worked for you. The Bible wants to devilize our deities. And then tell you they don't exist. Which one is it? Is Quatita a fraud? Is Quatita a fraud? Or is she a devil? Which one is it? We have many powers from the sea to the ether. We are all connected inside of this. There is nothing outside of yourself. Everything that you're looking at right now it's in here. You just think it's out here. It's in your universe. This is the multiverse. This is your universe. And everything is functioning inside of your universe. Being tired walking up and down them steps, that's in your universe. You have not because you said not yet. You have not said that you're going to receive it. You ain't went to get it. Because you ain't created it. Because somewhere in here, you're still functioning under the programming. You don't even know that whatever you speak in here comes to pass in here. They told you if you believe you can move a mountain, you can move a mountain. They told you this. You're still looking outside talking about something. That's a mountain. What they said to you was, there's no problem too great that you can't even, because you have the power. What problem? I ain't got none. Who looking for Quatita? Bitch, no, they ain't. Who was talking about me? Let me tell you something. Let me say, because you don't understand what I'm saying. People could be talking about Quatita right now and no, they're not. Because who is it? Where is it? It ain't, I don't know that it's happening. So it doesn't exist. It is not in my frequency. It is not in my reality. Nothing exists until I say it does. I gave them power yesterday. Them bitches ain't got no power. I gave them a little bit. I blew in their direction. You exist today because I said so, bitch. I done forgot all about these motherfuckers today until I just said that. And they almost exist right now. Almost. You don't even exist. The nucleuses, the genomes, the Luciferian chromosonian children and their masters only exist because we have not rised yet. And they don't want you to, just like they don't want Dr. York to. You got to ask yourself, why are they holding him captive? He's a prisoner of war. He's being kidnapped and held hostage like Brittany Griner. They wanted people to be quiet about Brittany Griner. So they have now duplicated, looped, and changed pictures of who she was. Now she is a man and always have been in here. And you don't even know that they have changed everything right before your eyes. Two years ago, she looked like a woman to you. They went in there, changed the system up. Yes, we have it. You did it? Okay. All right. Send it over to Roger. You got it? Okay. Yeah. Shoot it over to Tim. Yeah, I think Tim still has to change the pictures. Did you change the pictures, Tim? Michelle Obama's a man, always have been a man. What are we talking about? She's never given birth to children. She's a man. I ain't mad at her that she identifies as a woman. I ain't mad about it. But I know what the fuck I know. That is Michael Obama. I've talked to her family. I have talked to her living family. They call her Big Mike. We are not that stupid. We are not that stupid. Becoming Michelle. It's all wordplay. They have looped you around. They have hidden your genealogy. It's funny that you can go on Ancestry.com. It'll trace some shit back to slavery, and we know slavery wasn't slavery. I had a session tonight with this lady. She said her ancestors were slaves. She said, but I found pictures. They were the best dressed Black people I've ever seen. How? When they were slaves. Who's taking these fucking pictures? When did these technologies come in? Huh? Somebody needs to make it make sense to me. You are asleep. You did not fall from the sky. There was no falling inside of no Great War. When the Great War happened, you better take the class that I did. You fell from frequency. Your frequency lowered. And they keep lowering it. Because they can control it and they don't want you to know that you really control it. They are children trying to see on top of a refrigerator. Your kids got to try to jump up. Is it cereal up there? That's a whole fucking genome. So now I must give you bad food, falsified indoctrinations, over-sexualized, medication, promiscuity, drugs, molestation, and now I control your mind. They were upset they cannot control Dr. York's mind. And the downloads obviously didn't stop. He won't stop writing books. Put him in the belly till he gets it. It is my belief that Dr. York astral projects. Everyone does, but I believe he astral projects in a way where he knows when he's doing it. Much like young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh is a powerful young man, and they're biting for his life. Nothing exists until you say that it does. And as long as you allow them to control your frequency, our frequency is way the fuck up here. This is a genome down here. And every time you turn on the first 48, which is my fucking show, watching some porn, Damn, that motherfucker just got ran over and killed. Let me go get some lean. Ooh, let me take some Tylenol. Oh, let's go fry some chicken. I need some ribs. Oh, you're almost even, bitch. They're going to bring you all the way down here. So now they're over your head. And now they over here doing voila, magic. Voila, magic. Because they done took your shit. They told you the greatest trick the devil ever played was making you think he didn't exist. I told you that their Jesus is also Lucifer. It's the same character. You are the 666. That is the makeup of your melanin. So now they have you chasing your tail, hating yourself. Meanwhile, you can't figure out why the fuck you're loving them. It's because they're programming you to love them. Meanwhile, you don't believe that the genome is the devil. That's that demonic energy. That's the trick. It's the greatest trick. How can they be the devils when you the evil one? Your black is white. They white is right. You don't even know what's happening. You hating on this motherfucker and that look just like you. Your babies are choosing the ugly doll out of the white and the black doll and saying it's the black melanite doll. Why is she ugly? Because she's black. Why? Which one is the bad one? The black one. Why does your children think that? So now you're trying to figure out why your child is suicidal and they hate themselves? Because they're looking in the mirror hating themselves. By the standard given by a mentally incapable being that's nothing but a DNA strand, a carbon copy of you. They are lacking everything that makes you from a whole bunch of melanin to an original idea, a soul. They are mankind. You are human. Human, the man of color, the spirit of frequency, the spirit of complexion, the spirit of color, the rainbow children, the melanite. They are mankind. They're kind of like me. They're kind of like spirit. They're kind of. They're kind of. They're not. Spirit told me years ago, those are not you. They are not you. A motherfucking Rottweiler is not a hyena. It's kind of like a hyena. It is not. It is not the same thing. That ain't the same thing, ain't it? No. They are hellified piss, bro. They are the biggest pedophiles, kidnappers, robbers, drug dealers, murderers, degenerates, liars. And then they have trained you, have stolen from you, have taken your history and put it upon. That's blasphemous. Blasphemous. Superior to what? To who? To me? Bitch, that's laughable. Laughable. By what standard? By what account? By what measure? Show me where you ain't stole some shit from a melanite. a car that runs on water. I mean, the plasma center. I mean, a red light. I mean, a microwave. I mean, bitch, stop me. Oh, they Juicy J walk on water. Bitch, we created the water. Bitch, we breathe underwater. I'm just trying to understand. When will they get an original idea? See, the trick was integration. Long as we were separate, bitch, we can't see what are they doing over there. God damn it. What are they doing over there, Tim? Did this nigger just take 17 bricks and build a house? God damn it. What are they doing? Go tear it down. Because they can't do what? They don't even know how to build. We taught them everything they know, and we keep doing it. Oh, that frequency is so high in my ear that it's so loud. We keep doing it. I just showed y'all the little genome nanny that keep trying to rap. He's a smart black boy. No, honey, that's your daddy. The disrespect is real. We are giving them respect that they don't even own, should not have, not even a little bit. I get so tickled. I don't even look genomes in their face, not because I'm scared of them or I'm giving them respect. I don't look at them because, bitch, why would I? Look at you when you talk to me. You're lucky you talk to me. Who gave you permission to open your mouth to me? They are peasants. Hey, I got clients. They know how the fuck I feel. I am not going to make an excuse. I ain't got to mistreat you. Get on over here and get this little reading, sis. But please understand who the fuck I am. Because if you ever come out your mouth different, bitch, I'm going to read you your rights. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to take you back to the dust in which you came. Because see, when they say in the Bible, they were created from dust, bitch. No, they were created from dust, bitch. I am created from crystal in the cosmos. That ain't the same. They gave you two different creation stories in the Bible. Three. If you go back to Genesis in the beginning. And none of them were correct. They were made from dust and formulated. I don't even know whose rib. How did that even happen? What rib? The McRib? Bitch, what are you talking about? Because we still got our ribs. It was closed up therein. What was? I'm going to need somebody to make it make sense. No. Free Dr. York. You can't have his knowledge for whatever it is. You can't have it. Dear Genome, you have his body, but you can't have his soul, and you're so mad about it. You mad because you know he knows the secrets and he can come in and out of their physical body. You just think you got him locked up. How about that? How about the fuck that? Free Malachi York. Free him. You don't own him. You're not going to pick his brain. You can't destroy him nor his legacy. That man has reached so far and beyond. Free him. Free him. Child, I see the lion all over my face. They are so upset. And as the fuck they should be. If Rod Hayes would like to speak to me, we definitely can. Um, I don't listen. I'm gonna keep talking about it. We're gonna keep speaking on it. And if anybody want to come and say something genuine about him, I'm allow it, because we're gonna move that energy and that frequency and keep raising it for him. Free Dr. York. Free Metatron. Free him. Gratitude. All hail to the soul and to the spirit. Gratitude, family. Peace.